Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. This is my review of this week's NXT UK 20th May 2021, and this was a one hell of a show and the great main event that was between A-Kid and Tyler Bate for the Heritage Cup Championship. I was very excited for this match to see, and this was a great match, and we will discuss about that. So, without any further ado, let's get into this show. Show actually started with the video package of A-Kid and Tyler Bates main event, hyping up the main event, and it was a good one. Actually, this was a rubber match that's gonna happen because post two matches where one match was won by A-Kid and one match was won by Tyler Bate. So it was 1-1, and this was a rubber match, and they had a lot of respect going on for each other, and I had very high expectation for this match actually. So without any further ado, let's get into the first match, which was Rampage Brown versus Wolfgang. So Rampage Brown actually, prior to last week, actually we had a segment going on. We had seen Rampage Brown and Gallus, and they Gallus actually challenged Rampage Brown for the match. So Gallus group actually. So we had a Wolfgang versus Rampage Brown. So these two big guys put on a very good opening match, I would say. And Wolfgang's first match actually since 2 years, and initially we saw some power advantage by Rampage and some reversal as well, and some great power and strength moves by both of them. And the shoulder was being targeted by Wolfgang of Rampage Brown because he actually slammed his shoulder into the ring post, and that was a very good storytelling going forward, and that was the main storyline. And then we got to splash onto the back of Wolfgang on the bad rib cage actually, that rib and shoulders, and Wolfgang actually tried to capitalize as much as possible. Brown cannot actually back it up with a lariat and Doctor Bomb to get the pin. And this was a very good match. This was short. That it was not too long, but it was a great match. Like two behemoths going after each other, and and it was very good. I would say a good opening match we have seen in this week's NXT UK. And after this, we got IF Valkyrie Vignette. Actually, standard stuff. Actually, she's motivated and she's going to be the next NXT UK champion and all. Standard stuff that we see in the prior to the debut of any prior to the debut or in ring stuff before the match. So after that, we got the next match, which was second match, which was Amel versus Zaya Brookside. So the story of this match was Zaya Brookside prior to the that NXT UK Women's Gauntlet match, which was last week. Previous week, into that previous week, 2 weeks ago actually, Amel actually attacked Zaya Brookside, and which resulted in last week's non participation in that non participation in that gauntlet match actually. So this was that what led to this match, and this was very good, man. And both of them showed a very good display, and Zaya tried well, but the Zaya tried actually very well. And at a point when she was trying, I thought that that's a good payoff. You would see that baby face superstars win over the heel, but we didn't see that. Amel actually picked up the victory, and she actually got many offenses as well. Both ML and Zaya Brookside. The initial moments we saw Zaya Brookside capitalizing, but then we got Amel actually going to that fierce mode, and uh, she got a quite a uh, long the match, but the match result and the match itself was kind of okay, kind of average match, but both did a very good job. And as I was expecting Zaya Brookside to win, to get that win, but she didn't won. Amal actually got the victory, and yeah, the finish of the match we saw Zaya onto the middle rope, and but Amal actually pulls off the leg, and she actually hit the top rope, top turnbuckle, and then Zaya hits with a exploder like maneuver into a exploder like position into a slam, and that's it. That was done. So this match was kind of average, but good action actually, good woman action, but the result that I didn't expect it. And the next we saw was the segment of Nathan Fraser. Nathan Fraser actually challenges backstage Samuels for a match next week. So nothing so much to discuss about. He just actually challenges him. So next week it would be Nathan Fraser versus Samuels. So prior to this week, we had seen Nathan Fraser in supernova sessions of Noam Dar, where he had the match with Noam Dar, but Noam Dar picked up the victory last week. And next week it would be Nathan Fraser challenging to Samuels. So could be a good match. And then we got to the video package of Meiko Satomura, who actually won the number one contender spot for the NXT UK Women's Championship last week. And it was a hell of a match. I recommend you to check out that match. So next we saw was a supernova segment which was announced last week itself, and this time it was with Ilya Dragunov. So this segment actually was good actually. I mean, like we see previous week on last week, the previous segments of the previous supernova sessions were not that good. I mean, and this was a major improvement. And this was a fun little thing I had saw on, because actually Noam Dar actually rubs off these guys, whoever comes in the interview, and he actually give him the chair as like a steel chair, and he don't provide anything. If he had some stuff, he don't give anything, and he just brags about him. Anyone who is the guest of Noam Dar. So this was a kind of a very good discussion, and they are gonna have a match next week. I suppose that's confirmed. So Sam Gradwell then was seen going to uh, uh, so she got a very great offense on her. Amel got a great offense for Zaya Brookside, and she actually won the match. And the finish of the match, we actually saw Zaya on the middle, but Amel pulls off the leg, and Zaya's head actually bounces off the that top turnbuckle, and then Zaya actually hits with an exploding suplex position into a slam, kind of maneuver, and that was it. And I will say that I was expecting Zaya Brookside to win because she was going with that reaction and all, babyface reaction. But nevertheless, they are pushing Amal, and maybe she would be next to challenge after in the match after Smiko Sotomura and Kaylee Ray. Whoever wins after that, maybe Amel would be getting the push. And very good kind of good match, I would say. And so next we go to the segment where Nathan Fraser challenges Samuels. Then we see announcement made by Sid Scala on behalf of Mr. Saint, General Manager of NXT UK, that there are two matches that's been confirmed for in 2 weeks. It would be Joe Coffey versus Rampage Brown and Noam Dar versus Ilya Dragunov. Yeah, it's confirmed. It's from 2 weeks from this week. So Noam Dar versus Ilya Dragunov, that would be a great match. Noam Dar does that stuff, does that things, entertainment stuff, but his wrestling is also cool, and he's very good in that ring as well. So then we got to the main event, the main highlight of this show, and this was a bang of a match, man. And you should see this match. The third match which we got was Tyler Bate versus a Kid, Tyler Bate with Trent Seven actually, and this is a Heritage Cup match for the Heritage Cup. So it's a round-based system, as you know. There are 3 rounds, and actually there are 6 rounds. Each round is of 3 minutes. So we go to the round first, and the round first actually was kind of a feeling out process, control, back forth action, that sense of competition that was there. And who escapes first, catch can wrestling type of thing, who can do that first. And round one was pretty much almost like this, and we saw both wrestlers skills being displayed, a good flow as Tyler escapes from the control in the end of the round. So this round was full of feeling out process, and that kind of chain wrestling, that technical mastery that these two have, and these two are very great in that. One of the best of NXT UK men's roster division. So then we go to the round two, which was same as round one, I would say, and some some early controls and test of strength by both of them. And pace was in the end of the round, the pace was kind of going to come, but the round ends actually then. And then we go to the round three. So round two as well was kind of same as well as round one as well. So we go to the round three, and this round three was the comes like some kind of a game changer in this match actually. After this, in round three, some we saw some pounding and all. We saw some strikes and all. Bate actually made make a mistake actually while sliding below A Kid. A Kid actually holds on to the sleeper, but he escapes from that. In this round, it was starting to make a little pace. They were starting to have a little pace, but it was not at that point. But in the last minute of the round, we see some technical matchmaking converting into some pace and some physical strikes going on, and that ended this round. And that ended this round. And then we go to the fourth. So in round four, in this round, A Kid was kind of taking a breather after kind of a second or two. He was taking a breather, and that actually had an opening for Tyler Bate, and he actually goes to the corner and hits forearm to him, and that allowed actually uh, Bate to have that running strike. And then that storytelling, then we saw great storytelling this round as Bate was trying to get that brutal suplex and all. As the round ends, the round actually had mostly submission attempts by A Kid and the sleeper holds. So this was also even though round four was actually had some pace, but this was also a technical mastery round as well. So the 80 to 90% of this match actually was that thing. And if you love to watch technical mastery, I do love that. It's one of my favorite wrestling type, the submission based wrestling, the BJJ skills that we BJJ type matches, the grappling and all, the catch can wrestling, uh, anything that relates to technical wrestling. I just love it, and the storytelling that they can through this, it's a perfect blend of storytelling that they can give. And Bell actually saved A Kid actually, because in this round a pin was going to happen, but the Bell actually saved, and the round four was over. And then we go to the round fifth, the second last round, and this was the gut check time for both of them. And they need to have a pin recover, because if they don't, this match would end into the draw, and the champion would retain the Heritage Cup actually, A Kid, which is A Kid. And Tyler got the Tyler driver in this very pretty shocking, I would say, because the kind of damage that A Kid had, but didn't feel like he was going to get that Tyler driver this fast. But it was round fifth, and it actually warranted that. And but Bate tried to hit the corkscrew splash, but he misses out, and A Kid actually catches him into the armbar, and Bate as well would have won a fall, because and that same thing actually happened to Bate as well. Because he was in the armbar, he held for 20 to 30 to end the round, and Bate was really in trouble. I actually thought that Bate was gonna tap, but Bate didn't tap. So kind of a round four for A Kid and round five for Bate that we had seen. Both actually escaped at the ending of the round by actually not getting the pin or cover for both of them. And then we go to the sixth, which was the deciding point of this match. So before the round six, we got a nice moment that was there. Bate was Bate before the round. Um, uh, Bate actually said before the round six that don't throw the towel, and that was a nice moment of storytelling. And I got this, he said. And Trent Seven was kind of very emotional, and how his friend actually is being uh, is being not able to secure that victory, that secure that moment, that urgency that was coming into this round. And it was a good piece of storytelling that I thought. And then we go to the round six. Bate understood that A Kid could defeat him, as the urge to defeat that thing was there. And right out of the round, A Kid actually had two strong offenses. A Kid to the some we got a super kick, and a great super kick by A Kid actually. And that sound actually did may was a thigh slap, but nonetheless it really was on the point of the chin for Tyler Bate, and but Bate actually transitions into the roll up, and he got the pin, and he became the new NXT UK Heritage Cup champion. Excuse me, Tyler Bate is the new NXT UK Heritage Cup champion. So me narrating this match would not do justice for this, because you should watch this. This had drama, this had excitement, and I would like to have a disclaimer for this match, that if you love wrestling, that like pure wrestling, if you like amateur wrestling, if you like technical wrestling, you would love this match. And this was a great match, and they totally sold it very well, and it was very good. Storytelling was great. Ek gives a heritage cup to Tyler Bate, that show of sportsmanship and respect, and nice thing, a nice moment to end the show actually. So thoughts for the show, I would say we have only three matches actually. So two of the matches were very good. The women's match was kind of an average, okay match, but I would say this was a very great show. That main event actually lived up to my expectation, and main event was the star of the show. But after the two matches were also good apart from this as well. Some average segments, I would say, but the main event actually made this show very good. So all in all, a great show. You could watch this 45-minute show, nothing like 3 hours or something that you spend for that pathetic raw show. So I'm not blaming anything, but the product are way different from each other. I understand that, but that feelings got into me, so that's why I thought I talked about it. So this was a review of NXT UK this week. I would like to know your thoughts as well of this show. So be sure to comment on my channels what the match main event about the main event, and about the about the matches that we're gonna see from 2 weeks now. So pretty good wrestling this week as well. So that's it, man. I'll be coming with more reviews as well. So till then, be safe, stay energetic, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.